Hey, Ray J is back with another video, Tesla family. I want to analyze the current state of Tesla, the SPY, and a few other tickers in this one, an analysis of the current state of the economic calendar news that has an impact on the markets and developments regarding Tesla. Not to mention other things like that, we need to discuss some very significant Chinese figures. However, let me briefly discuss a few points before I dissect this data and explain what's occurring with Tesla stock. First of all, don't take anything I say as financial advice because I'm not a financial planner. Additionally, if it's possible, kindly click the Moomoo link that appears in the description and below. You will receive 5 free stocks when you sign up for Moomoo via the link below and deposit $100 into the account. There's a $1,000 deposit guarantee and 15 bonus stocks. And very quickly off pals. In any case, Tesla is presently attempting to push its listing in the pre-market. We received some positive news regarding Chinese sales which showed a little increase from the previous week. This is encouraging news for them, particularly because Tesla's main delivery deadline is in less than a week. In around a week, Tesla is expected to release some significant news, and thus far the news has been positive. Before I dissect these figures, let us first discuss some data. Reminder, the market will open very soon on Wednesday, March 27th. Today is that day. As I look at this, I don't really see anything noteworthy that will come out throughout the day, but let me just mention that the 17 bill auction is scheduled to take place at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At that time, there will also be a 2-year FRN auction. At 1 p.m., there will be a 7-year no auction. After the market closes, Wall Street then makes a speech. Thus, the only noteworthy auctions I'm really seeing are a few bill ones. We'll just have to wait and see how things work out from here as the remaining information is really small. Going forward, I would like to bring out the fact that there aren't many SPY options that are set to expire today or tomorrow. However, remember that Thursday is the day for Friday, not Friday. Sorry, the market is closed on Friday. We're going to treat Thursday, the last trading day of the week, as if it were Friday. There are around 2 million puts and 400,000 calls expiring on Thursday for a puts-to-call ratio of 4.95. That may be encouraging market makers to pump the markets more. Although the markets have somewhat declined, some intriguing developments are currently being seen. The news broke today in the pre-market that the CEO of Boeing will be leaving the company at the end of the year due to numerous manufacturing and quality issues with the company's aircraft, means that a new CEO will need to be found to take over for him. Additionally, it will be announced soon that McDonald's intends to reintroduce Krispy Kreme donuts to all U.S. locations by the end of 2026, which is huge news for them. As the former CEO of WeWork, Adam Neumann essentially wants to get his previous firm out of bankruptcy. And to that end, they will be searching for an acquisition strategy and other similar strategies. That's the major story that has been making the rounds, and that's all I'm seeing when it comes to non-political news and the like. In any case, I would like to bring up a recent development regarding Tesla. It has been reported that Elon Musk is requiring Tesla to install and demonstrate the full FSD beta with each new delivery. They intend to increase the FSD beta's functionality, disseminate more data, and then increase coverage for it, so that will be some pretty intriguing news. That should be fascinating as well. If people decide to purchase that, they will have to pay a lot of money. After that, they will attempt to increase the new take rate. Many employees have confirmed that they will install the FSD beta on all new cars and give many of the new buyers a brief test drive, which will provide them with safety scores, among other things. Thus, this would be extremely interesting news to increase the reach of, especially for those who qualify, and it will be quite interesting. In any case, some more fantastic news is that there has been an increase in Tesla China registrations. We received roughly 13,200 insurance registrations between March 18th and March 24th, which is a very positive start. This week's results aren't the best overall, but they did achieve a minor gain of roughly 7.32% from the previous week's actual low of nearly 12,000, which is a positive indication based on all the available data. With just 1 week remaining in Q1, we posted approximately 13,200 insured registrations for the week of March 18th to 24th. Allow me to show you guys this chart. The data nevertheless shows that there were roughly 16,500 Tesla insurance registrations, a slight decline from quarter to quarter as you can see here. That you are aware of our whole situation right now. Generally for Q1 2024, we're at the lowest we've seen in total deliveries for pretty much the last 5 quarters out of all of them. These are still the lowest looking numbers, not the best of science as you can see right here. However, there is a slight increase, so that's still kind of decent for them. The insurance stat is still not as strong as we saw in previous quarters for 2023. Explain the chart's current state. The chart is quite enthusiastic about this, particularly given the impending delivery of the product. T is currently attempting to push, and we're testing a resistance that we've previously been rejected off of. If we push further, watch 180 as resistance and watch 177.1 supports hold by 175. In my opinion, the chart is looking bullish right now because should we break this high right here at the 178 area and try to break through this 180, our next targets will eventually be 182.5 and 100 day in particular. I think the chart is looking bullish because on the 4-hour time frame, we're actually seeing a very nice PO crossover right here, and we're seeing some bullish momentum that's developing, so I do see potential for at least 180, then 182 to be coming for Tesla. If we break past the 182s, we could easily come up to try to fill our gap up here. We're going to be aiming for a move to at least 180 in the morning, if not a little bit higher, roughly 182, so we could come back down later, and then we could pump even more if we break past that, so it looks bullish to me on SPY. I want to call out how SPY is actually showing some potential. If you look at the hourly time frame, one thing I've been talking about how we had this bull flag on SPY, and I was talking how if we get that break, that's going to be a good sign for us. Now this is kind of resembling an inverse head and shoulders on SPY, as can see it right over here, as long as we try to base around 521. Barron try to defend us and start pushing us back up. This could easily start pushing back up to at least 523, but we have to bounce right here. If we sink lower, we could be retesting 520, but we have to see bearers defend 521. There's nice inverse on shoulder SPYs attempting to break from this bull flag, so this looks bullish overall, but we have to get a bounce from here. We are showing some life on SPY. There's a very good that big bounce, so look for a little downside on the QQQ, not that much significant downside, but a little bit of a cool off before it tries to continue to go higher. I find that's to be very likely. So far so good from the triple Q for NVIDIA. For bullish, I said that NVIDIA might retrace about 950. I would say that with this bullish accumulation structure, and if you look at the 4-hour time frame, we're looking pretty good on the chart. We're actually showing more potential, in my opinion, and on top of that, you have to remember that NVIDIA is trying to push higher from here from this white trend line, so I see a very, very nice attempt to go higher. My previous video, before we tried to bounce, actually tested that in the pre-markets, and now we're trying to push. I believe that NVIDIA is beginning to show some signs of life, and that as time goes on, we may see a break towards the all-time highs. Therefore, I believe that with this uptrend, watch resistance right over here around this 960 area. If we break through that, we could be pushing all the way up to 974 again. If we lose support at 950, a bigger drop will come, and we could drop a bit to start pushing higher towards at least 965 and eventually 974. Overall, I would say that Apple is in a decent place right now. It is showing some potential. It came down to about this 169 area and was bought back up again, but it's not getting a big breakout yet. It's still kind of shuffling within this range. It breaks 17.9, look for a push towards 172.5. I believe that it could slightly decline to around 170, then rise to roughly 172 before falling once more. That's all it's essentially doing. It's kind of stuck between 169 and 172. That's all for the video. As for Amazon, we're fighting above 180 and are showing some more strength, so it could actually break out towards 182. It may dip a little, then start pushing back up higher, but we haven't had an official breakout of 172.5, so as of right now, we're still range bound. Amazon's looking bullish so far, hasn't really broken down yet, matter of all things is still kind of flat at basically 505, so just be a little bit careful there. But anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for listening. Just know that Tesla is looking pretty good right now, has more bullish potential. Watch 178 as resistance. Watch and see what it does. It could actually pop a little bit when we open, and we'll see how things go from here. Thank you for listening. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys very soon on the next one. Thank you, Tesla, to the moon, and peace out.